So my name is Amy McManus. I'm the Managing Director of AM Marketing. We're an award-winning marketing agency based in the UK. But my background is in well-being, health and beauty. So I started my career in the health industry. I've worked with a lot of brands such as Holland & Barrett. Sorry for store owners, it's a bad name, but Holland & Barrett, natural trade brokers, Rituals Cosmetics, and spent a lot of time within these industries. So AM Marketing itself, we're a Google partner agency, and actually last year we were placed in the top 30 Google partner agencies in the UK. That's top 30 out of 30,000 agencies. So we know what we're doing, we know a bit about Google and how to get the best for our customers. I've done TEDx talks, we're a member of the Guild of Entrepreneurs, we're a YouTube specialist, and we've won quite a few awards. So we know what we're talking about, and I'm going to share to you today the skills and what we use for our customers in order to get to that position. So regardless of the clients that we're working with, whether it be an independent store, one-man bands, a beauty brand owner, all the way up to the likes of Holland & Barrett, the skills and the tools that we use are the same. They're just on a different scale. So I'm going to show you 3 tools from Google today, all of which we use for our clients in order to anticipate trends and find out what's new in the industry, what's going to be here for a long time, what's going to make you money, what's just a fad, and what's actually going to get people to your stores, get that footfall in, and help grow your business. So when I've been working in the health and beauty industry, particularly when I was running promotions for stores, I controlled the marketing for 700 stores within the UK, within the US and with the Netherlands. And we tended to find that when we were looking for what's next, what's the next biggest thing, what's going to be a fad, what's going to stay here for a long time, there were sort of the key questions for what products we were going to put into the stores. Oh, there we go. So you tend to think to yourself, what's going to be the next big thing? So a few years ago, if you could have anticipated that CBD was going to go the way that it is now, wouldn't that have been amazing at the time to be at the head of that point when CBD just went crazy? Is it just a fad? Am I going to buy a load of stock in, get all this on the shelves, and next week no one's going to care, and I've got all this stock that I can't do anything with? What will my customers buy once? So what are the customers going to come in? What are they going to buy once? What are they going to maybe keep that product for 6 months to a year and not come back? And what will the customers buy regularly? So what's actually going to give my store footfall? What's going to make these customers continue to come back to my store again and again, and obviously hopefully buy other products at the same time? And in answering those core questions, just shout out for me a minute. What do you currently use to answer these questions? If you're a store owner, how would you currently ask them at the moment? Just shout out. Come on. I know we're all very polite here. Maybe your broker. Yeah, your broker. Maybe your broker will come to you with some deals. Perhaps you're going to your supplier or your wholesaler, such as Tree of Life, someone like that. They're sort of saying this is what's coming up. You rely on these people to answer these questions for you. Rely on these people to tell you what's new. And perhaps searches online and the news, coming to amazing shows like this to show you what products are coming up next and what products you're going to put in your stores. But there's a problem. If you don't answer these questions correctly, and as I've done many times in my career, if you haven't answered these questions correctly, you get issues. You get either an overstock or an understock, where a product is selling really well and you can't order it in quickly enough, or a product isn't selling and you've got too much of it, you can't get rid of it. You end up with lack of customers or disappointed customers, or you're giving up shelf space. As I know is a big problem, giving up shelf space for products that just aren't going to sell, and you end up discounting them to just get rid of them, losing money or breaking even. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you 3 tools that I use and 3 tools that I give to all of my customers and we use on behalf of our clients that you can use. Every single one of them is completely free, so there's no charge for it. and they will help you not get into the position where you're overstocking or understocking items and you know what's actually coming next and what's going to be the next biggest thing. So the first one is Google Trends. And this is one of my favorite tools. It's completely free. All you need to do is go onto Google, type in Google Trends, and this lovely page comes up for you. The nice thing about Google Trends is not only is it free, but you can set it for different countries. So you have the ability in the top right hand corner, you can look in the United States, United Kingdom, certain countries in Europe, or target the whole of Europe as a whole. And essentially what Google Trends is, it allows you to search for a term or search for a topic, or in a lot of your cases products, product terms, product types, and see how many people are actually searching for that product, how many people are actually searching for that term. So rather than just relying on your suppliers, on your wholesalers, on your broker or shows to tell you whether something's going to be the next biggest thing, you can actually search for it online in real data. You can actually see how many searches there are. Do actually people want this thing? And then decide whether you're going to stock it in your store or not. So I've done a couple of examples for you, just to give you an idea. So first one I put in is veganism, because we know that vegan foods, vegan products, absolutely massive. I've set it for the United Kingdom and done it for the past 5 years. So the beauty of Google Trends is not only can you change the country, you can also say, well, I don't want to do it for the last 30 days or the last 90 days, or say, for the last 10 years, to see how the data has changed. And as you can see, it's gone massive. There's a clear curve to the top. You can see that people are really, really interested in it. The top point is January of this year, when most people were looking for vegan products and most people were wanting to buy them. Something you can also see as well is we've got United Kingdom past 5 years, and also there's a point there that says web search. What we're going to do now is we're going to change this to Google Shopping. So it could be that people are actually searching for this product, but do they actually want to buy it? These are a number of people that are searching for it, but it could be that those people, they just want information, they're just looking about it, they just want to know a bit about veganism, they don't actually want to buy anything at all. So what I've done is CBD, and having exhibited at this show myself and with my clients for the last 4 years, I can see that CBD has just blown up. It's been absolutely massive. The last 4 years you wouldn't really get any CBD products, and now you've got whole sections dedicated to it. So how brilliant would it have been if you could have got there at the beginning? So here we go. I mean, that is a clear indication of how CBD has grown in terms of its interest in the last few years. That's the past 5 years, number of people. So you can see that back in 2014, not really many people knew what CBD was. The interest wasn't very high. And as soon as you get into sort of the middle of 2018, it goes crazy. Imagine being as a store or an online retailer at that point when that curve just went whoop. Imagine having CBD products in your store or on your online availability, or even if you're a business services, being someone who's an expert in CBD and you're the only person because no one else is really giving it any time of day, and it just went mental. So that's a web search. I'm going to compare it now to, we've changed it to Google Shopping. So this is how many people were looking at CBD for its interest. And that's how many people were looking for its shopping. So it's a bit crazy, it's a bit all over the place. And normally we tend to find that people that are looking to buy products, it directly correlates to items within the news. So say the Telegraph or a news article will come out talking about that product, suddenly you'll see a spike of people searching for it online. But it's really good to be able to say, okay, that's the web search, that's how many people are looking for it, that's the shopping, I can see that it's on the up, this is the sort of product that I need to get into my store. Now the way that the data works, you'll see on the left hand side there is a scale from 0 to 100. It's a bit of a strange way that Google does it. It takes the day that the most searches were counted as 100, and it takes all the other data as from 0 to 100 in a ratio basis. So if 100 is the time that people were searching for it the most, 0 is the time for people were searching for the least, it then ratios all of the results in the middle to give you an idea of scale. So that's why when searching for one term, it doesn't give you a great idea of the market as a whole. So what I've done, you can go up to the top and you can compare different trends. So I've compared CBD with gluten-free and vegan. And this gives you an idea of scale, this gives you an idea of the market as a whole. And what you can see from this graph here, using Google Trends, and I just did this in 2 minutes online, completely free, you can see that CBD now is as popular a search term as gluten-free. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. CBD is a search term, it's as popular as gluten-free foods. But then you can see in terms of a scale how much bigger vegan is. People searching for vegan products, people searching for vegan cheese and vegan different foods is huge. Far bigger than CBD, far bigger than gluten-free. So if you haven't got any vegan products in your store at the moment, get them in, would be my advice for that. So that's your first one, Google Trends. Very, very important, definitely start using that. Just search for Google Trends online and you can start using it straight away. Okay, the second is Google Keyword Planner. Now it's still a free tool to use, it takes a little bit more effort to use. You do have to set up a Google Ads account, but you don't need to buy anything. You don't need to spend any money, you don't need to spend any money on Google Ads, you just need to have an AdWords account, which you can set up for free. This is something that we use in our every day in our marketing lives. It's used by digital marketers around the world. But the reason I'm going to get you guys to use it is for the very specific item on the left, which is find new keywords. Now what this basically does is when you go to find new keywords, you've gone here, and you type in something that is related to your industry. So just as a generic, I've gone for health food. It's going to show you all of the keywords related to health food that people are searching for. So it could be that your store is particularly keen on health food. It could be that you are very set on veganism, or you're very set on cheese. You would type in cheese, type in the product you're related to, and it will give you a whole list of related products. I'll show you what I mean. So we've gone for health food. You don't need to worry so much about the numbers on the right. That relates to us when we're doing paid biddable media. But look at the items on the left. We've got healthy food near me. Big one, fermented foods. So Google thinks out of all of its search data, when you type in health food, fermented foods is one of the key related terms that people search for on Google within the UK. So that would give me an indication for my stores that fermented foods is probably something I should maybe think about getting in if I don't have any of those products in my store, because that is coming up. Google is saying, yes, this competition is high, people want fermented foods. Also, we can see there that we've got brain food as well. So, and healthy drinks. So healthy drinks, very important. Brain food, very important as well. People are looking for the stuff that helps the brain. Obviously, omega-3, omega-6 should be kind of top of your list there when it comes to getting stock into these stores. Again, I've taken a more specific term now, using Keyword Planner again. At the top I've done vegan products. So using Google Trends, we know that veganism is really, really high. We know that lots of people are searching for it. We know the searches have increased. So I've used vegan products. And we can see here, Google has given us a massive list of the specific and most searched for vegan products that people are looking for. Vegan cheese being the highest one. Vegan cake, second one. So if in your store you have vegan cheese and you have vegan cake, you think, okay, you're probably doing pretty well. You've got stuff in your store that people are searching for. So you see, in using Keyword Planner, sometimes you have to be quite specific. You have to try it a few times to get Google to give you some answers that are really tangible that you can use. But it gives you a great idea of the type of searches that people are actually looking for. You can see that in the UK alone, 18,000 people search for vegan cheese every month. 18,000 people want vegan cheese every month. So if you've got vegan cheese in your store, happy days. That's what we're going for. Vegan cake, 18,100 people look for vegan cake every month in the UK. And again, this tool is completely free. You just need to set up a Google Ads account. You don't need to spend any money. And all of this data is at your fingertips in order to help your businesses, help your online stores, help your retail stores as well. So that's the second one, Google Keyword Planner. Third one, Google Alerts. And this may be something that you use already, but it's one that we really, basically so that we don't need to be online all the time searching through news articles. The products that are important to you and the phrases that are important to you in your store, you can set these up as Google Alerts. So here I've used vegan cheese as an example. It'll give you an idea of the sort of alerts you'll get through your mailbox. So it means that if I set up vegan cheese as an alert, I will get an email from Google whenever there is a news article about vegan cheese. Which can be really, really important, particularly if you're training your staff and you want them to be on the ball, you want them to have knowledge of the latest stuff that's happening, the latest stuff that's been in the news. It comes in all the, I know you get it, I've had it before where a customer has come in, they've gone, oh, well, I've just seen this thing in the news, and you're thinking, what did you see? I have no idea. And then it makes you look like you don't know what you're talking about. What I would say with Google Alerts is be very specific. So there's going to be, we know that, for example, veganism is huge. We know there's a lot of searches on it. If you type in vegan cheese as an alert, your inbox is going to be full. It is going to be crazy full. So make it very specific to what you want to know about, very specific about products. It could be, for example, that your broker has come to you and said, this is going to be the latest thing, it's going to be great. You think, before I spend my money, before I get this stock in, I'm going to set up an alert and see how many people are actually talking about it. See how many news articles actually there are out there about this product, and before you go down the route of actually getting in a load of stock. We've done it again with CBD Classic, so there's going to be loads on CBD at the moment. Loads and loads of news articles, but it's really good to not only get the latest news to make sure that you know exactly what you're talking about, your staff know exactly what you're talking about, but also to assess your decisions on what you're purchasing and what you're selling on your online stores. The final free tool that's just for marketing help is my YouTube channel, of course. So if you are in a position when you're on an online store or you are looking for marketing ideas, we put out loads and loads of marketing videos every single month. They're all completely free, and it's just to give you little tips and tricks on what you're doing with your marketing, what you're doing with your website, how to improve your marketing. Also, if there's something that you specifically want to know that isn't already on our YouTube channel, just send us a message and send us an email. Say, I want you to do a video on this, and we'll make that video for you. So we'll make that video for you, regardless of what subject you want or what you want help with. We'll make it specific so that it helps you with your marketing.